Hello, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how I make cards from my art and from photographs. I hope you enjoy the video, and if you do, please help the algorithm find me by giving me a thumbs up. And if you'd like to see more of my videos, hit the subscribe button. And thank you very much for watching. I do my own printing. Here's a picture of my hound dog Tommy, and a painting I did quite some time ago of a posy of pink roses. I use this Canon PIXMA IX6820, and it wasn't terribly expensive and it works really well. I use this simple Westcott paper trimmer which I bought from Walmart quite some time ago, probably at least a couple of years, and it still works pretty well. You've probably used one of these before, but if you haven't, you might want to practice so that you don't mess up your photograph or artwork or whatever it is you're doing. So here's the photograph of Tommy, completely trimmed. I line it up on the edge of the photograph, and then the trim channel is about 1/4 inch from that, and it leaves me this lovely little border. But you could go borderless, it's up to you. It's really personal preference. Here they are trimmed. I left a little tiny border on the rose posy, and on Tommy, because it was kind of a wide photograph, I'd adjusted it incorrectly. I trimmed off all borders, and I think it looks nice. You can buy sets of cards and envelopes, matching envelopes, on Amazon, Walmart, everywhere really. And they make really nice cards. Let me flip this one over and show you another piece of my artwork. And I think they make lovely cards. I also make my own. I'll show you how I do those. I should say too that I use this Canon Photopaper Pro Luster. It makes really nice prints. Most of the cards I make are from plain old cardstock, which I trim to size. It works out pennies per card. I'm using this card as a template to show you where I trim my cardstock. While my cardstock is still full size, I print my eBay and YouTube IDs on there, Carol Ann's Art, and then it appears on the back of the card. So you can see this is quite simple. In this case, 2 cuts. If I have my ID on the back of the card, it's usually 3 cuts. So here's what it looks like when the print is attached. I think it's quite elegant, really. Very simple, nothing fussy, but I really like it. This is how I make and sell my cards. Here's Tommy, and I think he looks super. And I also, you can use different cardstock, obviously, and you can buy ready-made cardstock. Here he is on a craft paper one that I bought, a commercial paper, and I think he looks very country gentleman in this one. So here's what I use to attach my print. It's double-sided tape, and it works really well, and there are a couple of ways obviously that you can do this. I prefer to use just one single tape at the top and sort of let it flap. I think that looks good that way, but if you want it more secure, you could put in 2 or 3 pieces of tape, or even sort of do a cross in the middle, however you feel you would be happy with it. It's your personal preference. Another thing I like to do is put a center folded paper in the middle of the card. It gives a really nice finished look, and you can use a nice paper like this linen, or you can use regular printer paper, which is what I generally use. I sometimes use that linen paper as a sort of backing for my print too. I usually trim the paper down to show about 1/4 of an inch of the cardstock around 3 sides, and I think that looks nice and it doesn't sort of poke out around the edges. Then I put an inch or so of tape slightly off center so that it holds one side of the paper more firmly. I carefully set the folded sheet in place in the center, open it out and press it down so that it's caught on both sides. There are several different types of paper you could use for this purpose, like a nice vellum or that linen paper that I showed you that I didn't use, but I think it does add a little finished look to your card. I'm very pleased with how this turned out, and it was fun to do. There's an enormous number of cardstock weights and colors that you can choose from if you like to make your own. And I like to browse the different envelopes that you can buy. I love this gold striped lined envelope. It's elegant and casual at the same time. And I use this particular one often. I think it looks really good with my art cards, and I think it sort of adds a little something to the card. It's surprising how much your choice of cardstock weight, color, type of envelope you choose can affect the finished quality of the product. It can look very different depending on those things. And don't forget, you can make these in all different sizes, from pocket size to like 5x7s, and make sure you get the measurements right because the envelopes only come in specific sizes. And I never throw unused envelopes away. You never know when you'll find one you can use. And I love the pretty colours that some of these come in. Not everybody likes colour. I especially like lined envelopes. They have a luxurious quality to them, and I enjoy using those. Here's another piece of my artwork, and I think this icy blue looks great with the green. I don't know if that's the way I would sell it or not. But I really enjoy doing original artwork. And here's another thing you can do. Tear the edges of watercolor paper. It gives you that hand-torn, soft look around the edges. Here's something I did for girls, and I picked purple and pink because I think young girls love purple and pink. And I may not be so young, but I love purple and pink too. So I hope you enjoyed the video. And please give me a thumbs up and help that algorithm find me. And please hit the subscribe button if you'd like to see more of my paintings and ideas. And thank you for watching.